Hello and welcome everybody to another Final Fantasy draft video. I'm paulcheon and today we are sitting at Diamond 4? Diamond 3? It might be Diamond 3. We actually did play a little bit, I'm not sure if you noticed, but there was a stream VOD that was posted a few days ago, and so, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm trying my best to continue climbing the ranks here and trying to hit Mythic before, of course, the Pro Tour. And I've also just been having a lot of fun with the format. One thing, by the way, is, you know, in the beginning, I really liked the aggro decks. I'm kind of feeling the control decks. I'm really liking blue. All right, now before we head into this draft, I just want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you need booster boxes of Final Fantasy or you needed some singles to round out your constructed decks, check out tcgplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Additionally, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you need deck boxes, play mats, sleeves, dice boxes, by the way, they have a brand new line of sleeves. Make sure you check them out. heavyplay.com/paulcheon will get you 10% off your first order. They're also going to be at MagicCon Las Vegas. Swing by the booth. Tell them Paul sent you to get 10% off in person as well. All right. Come on. Sweet, sweet rare. You know, sadly, Dark Confidant, it's decent, but it's not an actual slam dunk bomb in my opinion. I actually don't think I'm going to take it here. There are certainly some decks where this can really shine. I had a really sweet red-black deck where this card was pretty good, but I think you need to keep your curve super low. That being said, there's two fantastic uncommons to choose from. There's Dragoon's Lance, which is a really, really good aggressive one, equipment. And then there's also Vanille, which is a 4-mana 3/2, basically Eternal Witness. Yeah, as much as I like drafting the control decks, I think Vanille is nice, but I think the Dragoon's Lance is just a better card. This is just, you know, if you are drafting a more aggressive or proactive strategy, like this is by far the best card. It's just an ultimate finisher as well. But, you know, I wouldn't fault you for taking Vanille, especially because had we taken Vanille, we could have taken the Gladiolus out of this pack, but now I probably shouldn't. This is really interesting because there's Ultros, which is a really good 2-drop. And there's also Magitech Armor. I think Ultros is too much better than Magitech Armor. Like, if I do end up in blue-white or something, like, the artifacts are obviously good, but just a 2-drop with this kind of upside is really strong. Even in blue-white, you can play Aura Sights and Ice Magics and stuff to try to pop off with this. And of course, we also don't want to be married to our first pick. And I think Ultros is a fantastic 2-drop in both blue-red and blue-black. But still, because it's a 2-drop, totally playable in a blue-white deck as well. All right, well, actually three really good uncommons here. There's Zac Fair, but there's also Overkill and Choco-Comet. And then at common, there's Magitech Infantry and Suplex. So a lot of really good cards. I do think Choco-Comet's one of the best uncommons in the set, and Overkill's also very good. But I love drafting blue-red, and I love Choco-Comet. I'm going to take this. I mean, this is just a body that also gives you the ability to just kill something. This card just seems awesome. And seeing a third pick hopefully is a sign or some kind of indication that, you know, red is open. So let's take this. Also goes really well with the Ultros. And I also think Zac Fair is just kind of medium. All right, well, this is really interesting. So the best card in this pack is a white Aura Sight, right? Which goes well with our first pick of Dragoon's Lance, and it also goes well with the Ultros. But if I take the white Aura Sight, I'm basically saying to myself that I want to move into like the artifact deck. I mean, yeah, there's like a couple of different directions. I can either take Combat Tutorial, which goes really well. And the thing is, I love blue. And Combat Tutorial is really nice. Or I can take the white Aura Sight here and move into some kind of equipment theme. Now, after picking up the Choco-Comet, I think I'm more interested in being blue-red than red-white. So let's take the Combat Tutorial here. But that is me definitely planting my flag. It's basically saying I do not want to play white, basically. Even though I first picked the Lance. I don't know. I just have so much fun playing blue-red. Okay, moving on here. We have Samurai's Katana and Sahagin. I do like Sahagin, and I think it's quite nice in blue-red, but I think the Katana is just a much better card in general, so I'm going to take it here. It's just far too efficient. 3 mana for a 3/3 trample haster, and then in the late game, I can still use this to give something else +2/+2 in trample. That is really nice. All right, moving on here. Pack 1, pick 6. We have the choice between what? Well, had we taken White Aura Sight, we could have taken White Mage's Staff, but we can choose between Syncopate and Blazing Bomb. I don't really like light up the stage very much in blue-red. You know, I don't love Syncopate, and, you know, I do have this combat tutorial. I've heard good things about Blazing Bomb in blue-red, so, you know, I have a Samurai's Katana. Maybe we're going to be a little more like a tempo or aggressive version of blue-red, so why don't we lean into that and see if we can make something happen with kind of a more of a blue-red tempo aggro deck here, and see if that works. Here, there's Travel the Overworld, which is a really big card draw spell, but it's going to require a good amount of towns for me to pull off. I'm gonna still take it here. I'm a sucker. I mean, 4 cards is so many, and there's nothing here that's really that great. Like, I guess Scorpion Sentinel. I do have a combat. Now I'm gonna take Travel the Overworld. I like drawing lots of cards. All right, here, wow, that's a late Garland, but I didn't see any indication that just black was open. So this is just, you know, nobody being in black-red, basically. I'm going to take Blitzball over any of the other options here, just because this gives us the potential option to splash if we do end up with kind of a more, like, a slower, more controlling deck. Maybe nobody's in black? I mean, I don't really care for these 2 cards. I guess I'll take Dark Confidant here. I mean, if like a black-red aggro deck is available, maybe we move into that direction. Or people just don't like playing Dark Confidant, which is also totally understandable. Here, there's another Blitzball or an Adventurer's Inn. I don't really like the Adventurer's Inn very much. Let's just take another Blitzball in case I end up in a control deck with that requires some splashing. Magic Damper, Magitech Infantry. Wow. It's a late Magitech Infantry. Guess I'll take a Magic Damper, although I don't really like playing that in this type of deck. Here we have Haste Magic, which actually did a lot of work in like a red-black aggro deck that I previously drafted. All right, we have so many Blitzballs. And this is looking a little bit rough, I will say. Like, we took the Ultros, and then a lot of the blue cards seem to dry up. And we haven't been getting a bunch of the Signpost cards. Now, noting that we did get a Choco-Comet and a Samurai's Katana, so I'm hoping that that means that red is open. But we'll see. And of course, we just okay, well, you know what? At least there's a playable card here for us in Suplex, but wow. There is Vanille and a Gladiolus. Now, I didn't see a million green cards, so this is okay. I don't mind Dreams of Laguna as well when I draft the blue-red deck, but let's just go ahead and take the Suplex here. And now we have Counterspell, an oldie but a goodie. We have Memories Returning and Combat Tutorial. I mean, I'm going to take the rare. Okay. It's a 4-mana spell, gives you a bunch of value, and it's certainly much better than Travel the Overworld right now, given that we just have, like, basically no towns. God, these are just unreadable. Why do you do this to us, Arena? Okay, or I guess it's maybe not just Arena. There's Vaughn, Aspiring Sky Pirate, and then I think the, by the way, Amacetia number, like, 3. There's also Call the Mountain Chocobo, which I really like a lot in blue-red. Actually, I think I'm just going to take Call the Mountain Chocobo. I think this is just okay, but I think it's just really important to have 4-mana spells, and the fact that this is a 4-mana spell that also acts as a creature is quite nice. Certainly need more 2-drops. As far as common 2-drops that I want, it's basically just Sahagin, and then when it comes to and then I'd love to just have like whatever 2-mana uncommons. There's a bunch of 2-mana uncommons in blue and red, so I'd like to be able to pick up some of those as well. I can also use Shantoto. Oh, there's a Signpost uncommon, Emperor of Palamecia. That's excellent. I don't love Thieves' Knife. I like Dreams of Laguna, but this deck actually has a fair number of card draw spells already. I have Combat Tutorial and Memories Returning. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, no, we are a little bit short in playables here, so hopefully Pack 2 goes very, very well for us. All right, here there's a Sage's Noliths as the only blue or red card. I guess I'll just take it. I'm hoping I don't have to play it, but it does look like I'm probably going to end up playing it just because I might have a lack of 2s. I kind of wish I had the 2-mana 1/4 artifact creature over this. You know when the three words that I always am weak in the knees for. Draw some number of cards. Draw 4 cards, draw 3 cards. I am always it always gets me. All right, here we have Light of Judgment versus Dreams of Laguna. I'll take Dreams of Laguna. Light of Judgment I think is just okay. But I guess now we've kind of hit our potential. We're very close to hitting our card draw quota. But I do like Dreams quite a bit. This is also nice with combat tutorial, right? You get the +1/+1 counter, let you shock something. All right, we need more goodies. Oh, that's a really good one. Dragoon's Wyvern. Retrieve the Esper is its fine 4-mana spell. The nice thing about drafting blue-red is you have access to Retrieve the Esper and Call the Mountain Chocobo as spells that give you creatures with flashback. So it really just kind of triggers all your cheap things. So you do have some redundancy there. So you don't really have to prioritize them too much for the most part. I think I prefer Call the Mountain Chocobo though. Just because it keeps the card flow going. Wow, pick 8 Sahagin. That is great. Nobody in blue-white, it seems. White Mage's Staff is a fantastic common if you are looking to be a white aggressive deck. Titus is a very nice blue-white payoff as well, but this is absolutely a Sahagin deck, and we are super happy to pick that up. And wow, nobody's in red or green? Or, I mean, Chocobo Kick pick 9 is kind of nuts. I mean, I'll take another Dreams here, because blue-red typically doesn't really want to splash for like Gladiolus for the most part. So let's take the Dreams here. And now that's another combat. Okay, well, look, what is happening? Is everybody blue-red spells? There's an Adalbert Steiner and Slash of Light. So nobody is in white and nobody is in Gruul. This is ridiculous. Okay, I'll take a Gladiolus. I guess there's like a non-zero chance that I splash this. Okay, no. I gotta be reasonable here. I'm gonna take the Scorpion Sentinel over Dreams of Laguna number 3. I already have 2 Dreams, 2 combat tutorials, and a Memories Returning. Like I said, I have a weakness for card draw spells, but Scorpion Sentinel was absolutely the pick out of that pack. Now, I do have some Blitz Balls. Like, there is a world where we can cook a little bit and consider. Like, this pack literally has nothing for us, right? Like, there's a Warrior Sword. Maybe I just take Balam as a card that could potentially give me some upside. I mean, there's nothing in this pack. The way that I look at this is a blue-green dual land that lets me potentially splash Gladiolus, especially because I have Blitzball. And if I don't have this, but I do have a Blitzball in play, I can use this to search for Balam. So, and you know, this, if it flips, it's like pretty good value, right? All right, Shantoto is one of probably the most important card in the blue-red archetype, and getting one there is absolutely huge here for us. Now we have a really interesting pick between the Ilmeg Pixie, which is another very good 2-drop, or Thunder Magic, which is an amazing removal spell that turns everything on, and we're kind of light on removal. I think it's Thunder Magic. I love Ilmeg Pixie, but I just, like, look at my interaction is so low, and this is just the best common in blue-red. Like, look, if I just pick up some Scorpions, Sentinels, or Sahagins, that'll also be totally fine. But yeah, Thunder Magic is just probably too important for this type of deck. All right, well, this deck is coming together pretty well. This is the speculative green splash package here on the right. And now we are looking at this pack, which has another combat tutorial, which I probably don't want. Just because, like I said, I have 5 card draw spells. I'll take a Warrior Sword. Look, it's like, this is one of those, like, I think it's better than Barrett Wallace because it triggers all my other cards. And we are a little bit light on 4-mana creature spells, I guess, is what you want to say. So let's take the Warrior Sword there. Now we have the choice between, well, a lot of choices, actually. We can take another 2-drop here in Scorpion Sentinel. I can also take Crossroads Village and try to splash this Gladiolus. Gladiolus is really sweet. I can take Call the Mountain Chocobo. I'm going to take Crosswordsville. It's also just, it might just be the pick just because it's just good for my mana fixing anyways. So let's take this here and see how this goes. That's a late delivery Moogle and Balamti Rexar and Town Greeter, just nobody in green or white. But let's take the blue-red land here. Oh, Ice Magic, Pack 3, Pick 7. That is fantastic. Very, very happy about that. Don't care about Thieves' Knife or Syncopate. And what do we have here? There's an Elixir, which I don't care too much for. Honestly, this is something you could consider as a sideboard card. I'll take a Rook Turret, but probably not going to play it. Okay, we would like to table something, honestly. Or I'm going to have to play something out of my board. I mean, this gives, like, with a Blitzball, I do have like 3 legends. There's also the Travel the Overworld, but I think, like I said, I think I have enough card draw. Let's take the Merchant here, which I don't really like. Our creature count's at 8. Okay, so we're definitely playing... Where's the 2 mana card? Yeah, we're just playing that. Oh, I'll play the Scorpion. Look, sometimes you just, like, any 2-drop will do, okay? Any 2-drop will do. Alright, well, this is 23 cards. My mana looks decent. Alright, let's try this. Now, what's our creature count at? 9? But then we have what? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? Okay, no, actually we have a fair amount of creatures. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate this. The issue is, if I don't play Gladiolus and Blitzball, like, what am I going to play? Right? And how many legends do I have? 1, 2, 3. This is a legend 2, 4. So you can randomly sack this as well. And this card is pretty strong. The issue with this, though, is I need a separate green source to actually be able to trigger this. So, like, maybe that's not great. Although, I guess if... Because I don't think I want to play this forest. I think I just want these 2 green cards, or these 2 lands, and a Blitzball. I mean, alternatively, like what? I cut this... I mean, let's just take a look at what it looks like, okay? I would have to play 2 more cards out of my sideboard here, and it's probably going to be like a Merchant and I don't know, maybe like this card. Something like that. Yeah, I don't think the cost is too high to play the Amicitia, so I'm just gonna do that. So, and it's not, look, I'm like, if I had really solid options, I would play them. It's just I don't. So let's do that. Let's add a Blitzball. Let's add this. And this gives us 9 red sources, 10 blue. I suppose I can probably actually fit 1 green here just because my mana is so good. Because I do think it's pretty important to be able to flip this, or give myself the chance of flipping this, right? And this still gives us 9 blue and 9 red. Which seems pretty good. It's just 1 forest. It's just 1 forest. What's the worst that could happen? And I have to try my best to tap this for green if I can. Alright, let's try this because, like I said, I do think I want to be able to try to flip this if I can for extra value. Alright, this looks pretty fun. A lot of card draw, still plenty of cheap things to do. Let's see how this plays out. Alright, now before round 1 starts, just want to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Special shout out to all the patrons. Really do appreciate your support. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to up your limited game. Alright, gonna keep this hand here. Turn 2's Sahagin into turn 3 Shantoto. Oh, wait. Turn to Ultros. It just has way more upside, right? Oh, Gyote. Granted, I don't have any 4 mana spells right now. But call the Mountain Chocobo. Alright, let's just play Shantoto. Hope we draw a land here. If I draw a land, like an untapped land here, it is incredible. Right? Like being able to play Call the Mountain Chocobo. And then just like stun something and just, yeah. But if I don't, I will still be okay, I think. But an untapped land here would be absurd. Wow. Okay, we did not find a land here. So now I have a couple of options. I think I'm just going to play this. Target Shantoto. Okay, we drew a land, which is good. I mean, I don't really think I'm blocking with this, so let's attack. And just, like, try to get into a racing situation. I'm taking a lot of damage this turn. Alright, take 6. White Aura Sight on Shantoto. That's really unfortunate. Yeah. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, well, I need to stem the bleeding here. So let's call the Mountain Chocobo. And what do I want to stun? Probably the Double Striker. It's certainly the scariest card they can play. Alright, 3 cards left in hand for the opponent. Certainly just blocking here. Summon Primal Garuda. Whew. Okay. They are not messing around here. Let's keep up Ice Magic, I suppose. Let's see what they have. 3 cards, 2 cards left. Yep. I wanted them to attack first, I think. Let's block here. Okay. And then let's put this on top. In response to the shuffle, actually. So that's good for us. Okay. Okay, so this will die. So I gotta think here. This is gonna have flying. I guess I play the Sahagin here. Just to get an extra counter on things. Keep the best card here. Gladiolus. Do I want that here? I might just want Scorpion Sentinel, to be honest. Like, I don't know when I'm going to have the time to play Blitzball plus a green source. So they might even give it to me, and then I just take the Gladiolus, right? They might put Dreams of Laguna on the bottom. Okay, well, I'll just put that in my hand, and then put an island in my hand, I guess. Okay. I can cast this, but I think that gets flying. But I think I want to attack for 4. Because how many spells are in my yard? Like, I am close to potentially killing them here. White Mage's Staff, okay. Alright, well, at least it only flies for 1 turn, so it's not too bad. And when this flips, what happens? How many counters? 3 counters? So it attacks as a 6/6 plus 7, 8, 9. Okay. Well, I guess I'd have to flash this back, so it's like 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. So maybe I should wait on it. Yeah, I think waiting on it is good. Well, actually, hold on, let me think. I'm at 5 life. Like, keeping 2 blockers back seems pretty good here. Alright, let's try this. They're at 7 life. They have 1 card left. If they kill one of my creatures, it's fine. I can just block. I'm just going to block both, obviously. Alright! Alright. No, that was fantastic. Okay. So, what do I want to do now? I think it's play this. It makes this unblockable, too. 3 spells in my yard. I guess I could... Oh, I can also play Dreams of Laguna here. Oh, I forgot about that, too. Spin that. Dragoon's Wyvern. Okay. Yeah, let's spin that. Suplex, okay. So let's just attack with the unblockable thing and the thing that, like, drains them for 6. So that puts them to 1. They have 1 card. Alright. I don't know what they can have here. Wow. Mughul's Valor was insane. Does everything get a lifelink? No. No, they still die. They still die, I think. Whew. It was really important, actually, to cast the Dreams of Laguna. Mughul's Valor, I mean, I was at 5 life, really close game. But, I mean, that is why Blue-Red is so great. It's just, it's such a fun deck to play. Like, you can have these really close games, and if you sequence things properly, you can still get there. Alright, 1-0. Alright, we are on the play. Certainly going to keep this. We have turn 2 Ultros into, I don't know, Blitzball probably. Well, depending on what they play. They have their own Ultros, but they're blue-green, so it's like a lot worse. Ooh, this was actually perfect. I can go Blitzball into Blazing Bomb to kill their Ultros. Which is really nice. Oh, that's funny. Oh, you know what's hilarious? This is amazing. Well, let's see what we find. So I can go Combat Tutorial, put a counter on Blazing Bomb. To kill the Ultros. Nice. And then, I'm not going to sack the Blitzball yet, I just want to play... I think it's too early to sacrifice my mana source, especially when I have Dreams of Laguna here. The Lunar Whale, oof, okay? Wow. I'm going to keep that. Target creature. Ah, that doesn't really count, huh? All right. I mean, the way that I look at this, I can just play the Dreams of Laguna. Like, if they crew, that's fine. Like, no matter what, I can just play Dreams of Laguna here. So, certainly not going to run out of action here. It's just trying to, like, keep whatever my opponent does at bay. Also, by the way, flashback of 9. I can make the Ultros huge if they don't kill it. Town Greeter, okay. Ooh, their deck is nice. Look, this format is pretty straightforward. The more uncommons you have in your deck, the better, okay? Alright, so the whale is stunned, which is good. Don't need the mountain. Gladiolus! Yes! Nice. Oh, Chocobo kick. Bummer. Okay, well. Let's get Balam Garden. Ramp, ramp, ramp. Summon Shiva. Okay, their deck is really good. I mean, they are a high mythic player, so not surprising, of course. I kind of want to just play a bunch of things. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Oh, Choco-Comet. That's a nice one. I mean, we have 1,000,000 mana, but they have a Lunar Whale, and, I mean, things can get very, very dicey very quickly. Alright, we'll take 7. Oh, no, take... Okay. Lunar Whale is busted, by the way. Wow. Yep, they're going to target the Chocobo kick. And they got Torgal. Yeah. There are no shortage of busted rares in this format. We had a really good hand. I can't even complain too much. It's just, like, when the Lunar Whale gets going, it's just game over. You know what I mean? I need to find a suplex. There is the suplex. Do I want the Emperor or Dreams? How many spells? I probably have a lot of spells in my yard. Let's take the Emperor. Okay. And then... let's kill the whale. Well, like I said, I mean, we've both just drawn our fair share of cards here. Let's see who actually ends up going, coming out on top here. But finding the answer for the Lunar Whale was the first step here. But remember, they have 6 cards in hand. 6 cards in hand. That is no joke. But not much offense here outside of that, so if they play a really big creature, I can always kill it with the Choco-Comet. I can dig really deep here with Memories Returning. I have the Balam Garden to eventually attack in the air too. But right now I'm just primarily focusing on just trying to stabilize the board. Is there a world where I can 18 my opponent? Probably not. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. So, yeah, I mean, with so much mana, you kind of want a Choco-Comet for like a gazillion. But we'll see. They're not going to beat us. It's going to be hard for them to like have them run us out of cards, right? We have Memories Returning in our graveyard. Call the Mountain Chocobo. Oh! I must be dead. Rydia's Return. I have to be dead here. Like, if they have a Chocobo kick, then, yeah, they kill everything, I guess. Sleep Magic. No. Okay. 10, 14. I guess we block here. Fair enough. Okay, well, you know, actually, let's think about this, okay? So they're at 18 life. I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. So I can hit them for 10. So I think I just attack them with the Scorpion Sentinel. And then just play like a million things. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. 2, 6, 8, 11 mana. So I want to go Emperor, Chocobo, Wyvern, I think. Okay. I mean, I'm going to have 4 blockers here, so presumably this is going to be okay. But they're at 14 life, 8, 9, 10. Summon Fat Chocobo. Ooh, that has to die. Okay, let's think about this, okay? Let us think about this. They have 3 cards in hand. I have 10, 11, 12, 13 mana available. So I can Choco-Comet for 11. I can Choco-Comet for 11. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana. So Choco-Comet for 11. Am I 1 damage short? Okay, now I just hope they don't have a counterspell? I mean, if they have a counterspell, they have a counterspell, right? Let's do this for 8, I guess. This plays around Syncope. No, it doesn't. Oh, I should have tapped this. Oh my gosh, we did it! Hadouken! I needed to tap the Emperor so that I can play around Syncopate. So that was my bad. But Choco-Comet for 8 to the face. Let's go. Whew, that was a close one. That was like, I think that was just like, my opponent's deck was probably better than mine. It was really close. But we played to our outs there with the Shantoto into the Memories Returning to find the suplex. And, you know, if we didn't kill that Lunar Whale, we probably just get buried. Alrighty, opponent on the play here. And yeah, I mean, totally fine hand here. Ooh, let's lead with the Garden. I actually drew 2 green sources, which is pretty funny. Ultros! Very obnoxious. Let's still lead with the Emperor. There's just so much more upside, right? Like, if they don't... Wow, they're leading out with the Ramen? Like, just playing a Chocobo this turn just seems... Next turn seems awesome. Actually, maybe playing a 4-3 is better. Because I have a land drop to make. And it blocks better. It also hits harder. I can also bounce Ultros. Nah, let's just get a Mountain. Having an untapped land here just opens a lot up for me. Okay, it cannot be correct to play 2 instant ramens in most of your decks, but here we are. You know, I mean, it's a control card, I suppose. It's just like, it is so do nothing. Compare this to the other 2 mana card draw effects you can play in this color combination. Is all I mean. This is super interesting. I think I just want to be really aggressive here, right? Wow. Ah, thunder magic. Okay. Hold on. Something just feels weird here. I shouldn't have played the land there. Yeah, my sequencing this turn has been super awkward. I will be the first one to admit. All right, let's just play Warrior Sword. I should have played this first. But anyways, let's just like if they don't draw land number 4, they can certainly be in a lot of trouble here, right? So let's just play with that in mind. Lock Cole, okay. All right. Let's get this out of here. Attack. Yeah, so we should have dealt 1 more damage to our opponent. Let's play the bomb too, why not? Alright. Well, that was, you know, a mana-screwed opponent that also played a bunch of ramen, so... That one was not as challenging as the last one. I will say, though, I'm not super proud of how I played that game. But... a win is a win. Okay, opponent on the play here. All right, nice hand. Gladiolus, we'll see you later. We'll see you in a bit. Turn 2 Ultros into Katana, probably. What is this? Create a 1/1... Oh, wow. So they really needed that land. Look, you just want to play out your tap lands turn 1, so I'm going to play it. I do have the Gladiolus. It was a good draw, honestly. Town Greeter is the play from the opponent. Black, green, and... okay. Looks like some solid Jund deck. We'll go Ultros. They might just kill the Ultros, which is fine. We have plenty of ways to get card advantage in this deck. But like a nice Chocobo kick to Ultros' face or teeth. Are those teeth? Like, what is that? I think it's teeth. Oh my gosh, we drew Shantoto? Okay, well, we'll play that instead. Now, obviously, I don't have any 4-mana spell right now. But you never know on the next turn. X-Death. Okay, that's not super scary. 6 or more permanent cards need to be in the graveyard. There's 3 currently. We hit a Balam. I can go Samurai's Katana here and hit with that. I kind of just want to go Combat Tutorial, though. Okay. Because this lets us attack for 4. It is worse, though, in the sense that they can just, like, kill my Shantoto. So, like, putting a counter here is also not bad. So I will admit to that. Like, Shantoto is a premium card that has to be killed, right? So they have 4 permanents in graveyard. Maybe they have a Cloud of Darkness, I don't know. Diamond Weapon, oof! Yikes. Okay. The thing is, I don't have any 4-mana spells, so I feel like I just need to play, like, a couple of dorks. That thing hits really hard. Okay. Well, let's play the Emperor and the Katana. This gives us mana, too, which is nice. Okay. Yep, take it. Well, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the first one. I don't know. If they give it trample at some point, obviously that's really bad. Fat Chocobo. They can give it trample now. Yikes. So yeah, I'm gonna need to freeze that thing. Let's lead with Dreams of Laguna. I want to main phase this here so that Ultros can actually tap something down. Blazing Bomb is interesting. Yeah, I'll keep it. It's just like another play. So I can go Bomb. No attacks. And pass. Okay. I mean, they're doing the graveyard thing. We are doing the spells thing. We shall see what happens. Look at all those triggers, though. At least I have all these triggers. Okay. Do not want Sahagin right now. I need something better. I need something more impactful. Okay, no attacks. That's good. That is good. Another gigantic, chubby chocobo. All the chubby chocobos. This is tricky. This is like represents potentially a ton of damage. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Okay. That is thunder magic. That's quite good. Okay. I should kill... Oh, I should just kill both Chocobo. At the beginning of your end step, this flips, right? Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Because I feel like the way I lose is through trample damage. Okay. Let's attack for 8, I guess. Next turn we can freeze things again with memories returning. Oof. My deck is sweet, but it is certainly... This is very scary. They have 4 cards in hand still. And I just need to not die. Well said, Paul. Well said. Well said. Vanille! Okay. Okay, so I feel like I should be trying to turn things around. Ooh, Amicitia. That is really good. Because now they're gonna be able to give like multiple things trample. And I don't think I'm close to like a kill here. So let's lead things off with Memories Returning. Let's tap this. Let's put... Oh, Suplex or Ice Magic? Kind of liking Ice Magic. I kind of want to attack with this. I just want, like, so much mana. I just want all the mana in the world. Yeah, I just want big ground creatures, I think. Sure. Okay. What else do I want to do? I think I need to hold the Ice Magic now. I'm at 9 life. As long as I can just keep the board really clear, I'm feeling okay about this. Now let's see, I have 12 cards left. Will I ever be able to just cast Blitzball? I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, this is a really interesting spot for them, for sure. They just take the damage, and we're just going to have to pass. Honestly, I'm going to put this in the graveyard. Oh, I got to discard 2 cards. Okay, let's discard those 2. This just gives me an instant speed, like, removal effect. Okay. So they put it on a bird. Okay. Oh man, how do I do this? I think I have to use Ice Magic here. Okay. Okay. Okay, do I have lethal? Do I have lethal? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So not quite a million. I can play Gladiolus and give this like... I feel like I almost have lethal. Oh, Choco-Comet. Wow, hold on. Hold on. So now I just kill both of these? And that's gotta be lethal, right? Unless they have something for 1 green. Woo! Oh man, sorry. I wish I could be speaking more, but this required every last bit of my mental faculties. Okay? Like, I wish I could have explained things a little bit better, but that was a tough game. My opponent had like a really great board, and we had to navigate around everything. But man, these signpost uncommons though. Busto, Ultros. Like my opponent's deck looked good. The weakness a lot of the times in those Golgari-ish decks is you don't have that much room for removal because you're just trying to take self-mill cards and a bunch of permanents. And yeah, they didn't have any removal for the Ultros and they died. Okay, well, we drew all of our colors. I will say our opening hands have looked very, very nice so far. Lunatic Pandora. That's not a card I normally love, I will say. Demon Wall. Okay. Let's start things out with the Emperor here. Just like, I think the mana I get from this is quite nice. X Death. Okay. And... I mean, this can't attack just yet, so yeah, let's just fire this off while there's not too much pressure on us. Oh, wow. You know, as much as I like Shantoto, I feel like I just want the suplex. Yeah, that's fine. Like, with this, I just feel like I'm going to have enough action. And what my hand lacks is interaction. Wow, they gave me the Shantoto? Okay, I'll take Shantoto. Oh, I have to discard a card. Whoops. Guess I'll discard the bomb. Okay, well, presumably they have like some kind of removal spell here. So this could be a good opportunity to just like set, like I just feel like there's a removal spell coming. The question is, do I kill X Death? This is a 1/4. Let's just like slowly and carefully build our board here. Right? Draw our cards, do what we need to do. Try to wait till Shantoto can draw me a card immediately. And this just, you know, gives me a good blocker. Side quest. All right. Emperor down. Okay. All right. We are continuing to develop our mana here. 2 cards. Okay, they blocked. And I'm going to kill the Pandora. Like, it's a 1-mana artifact, but now they're at the point where they have a bunch of mana. And I do think it's nice. Like, and also, this is just not going to kill a big thing anyways. Jumbo Cactuar. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well then. That is certainly ridiculous. Huh. Alright, well now I just think I want to play a bunch of stuff. Just to have enough blockers. The issue is, like, I need to have 7 power. Shantoto's probably gonna die here, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, am I gonna get Cactuard out of the tournament? It certainly looks that way. Two cards in hand, what you got? Okay, maybe they're out of action. Okay, I got a chump blocker. Whenever... If any creature dies, okay. Let's play Dreams. Choco-Comet I want. Okay. Let's attack for 5. I mean, it is a 2-mana 5/5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, Jumbo Cactuar, you are getting chump locked for eternity. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, so I can Choco-Comet for 6. Okay. Also, keep in mind, like, after I chump block here, I mean, you know, like, maybe this can also chump block. I suppose I could have kept this back for, like, a double block. Diamond Weapon. Ugh. Alright, well, that's also annoying. An 8/8, huh? I guess I can double block the Cactuar and just hope. I can also move the Katana. I guess I can try to find something? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh, Choco-Comet killing the Cactuar, pumping the Ultros seems incredible. Yes, I love that. Okay. Okay. I do love that. Let's see what they do. Oh, Diamond Weapon. Okay. I take 8. What you got? Holy cow. Kuja as well? Okay. I think I want to kill this. I don't know. I don't know. This is brutal. Actually, do I keep this around? So what happens here? They block Ultros. So this forces a block. And I don't have lethal, because if they block the 10-9, I am like a little bit short. So let's keep 2 chump blockers back. While getting in for maximum damage. Okay. Alright, they're at 4 life. Diamond Weapon can attack if it wants. As long as they don't give it trample, we're okay. And I can move the Katana and give trample to my Ultros. Okay, wait, they're gonna... Okay. What are they sacking? Oh, okay. This might be too much here. This is a lot. Oh, Ultros I can make gigantic, by the way. Ultros is carrying us hard. Ultros has been incredible. This does not feel like the type of... Oh, no, they have Jumbo Cactuar. It absolutely is. So if they have 1 removal spell, we're okay. Just playing around 2. Yeah, I was a little bit short of lethal there. Let's see what the Midgar found for them. I mean, if they just have the kill here, they would just do it instantly, right? So that makes me feel better about this. It looks like a Chocobo kick. A Chocobo kick on Ultros would be very good. Oh, it's an overkill, sure. I don't think they can attack me. A magic pot. Okay. They're just dead, right? Yeah, they're just dead. They have 2 blockers. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Oh, why'd I tap too much? Whoops. That was a close one. I feel like a lot of my games have been close ones. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I just attack with everything. Whew. Alright, they die. Okay. And they had a cool deck. I mean, like, their like Jumbo Cactuar was kind of scary, right? Like, if they found a trample spell, like, it's really good with Fat Chocobo. Like, usually you don't want to play the +3/+3 combat trick, but it's really good with Fat Chocobo. And yeah, like if I just... The nice thing about my deck is I have so much card draw, I can just keep churning through my deck and finding things. And also, Ultros just hard carried us there. 5-0. The really sweet blue-red deck. Is blue-red the truth? I think blue-red's one of the best things to be doing. If it's open and you get the signpost uncommons, it is very, very strong. All right, I'm going to keep this. It's a 2-lander, though. So this one, we know how the story can potentially end, but... Island Mountain 2-drop into combat tutorial. So if we just find a 3rd land, we're good, and we found it right away. So very, very happy about that. Dragoon's Lance. Ugh. Annoying. Oh, no attacks. This feels like a Choco-Comet for 1 type of situation. Okay. And this is why the Choco-Comet is ridiculous. It's just good early, good late. Fantastic, fantastic spell. Ooh, tap land is not ideal. Okay, White Mage's Staff, sure. Let's play land. Let's attack with our Chocobo. Because we got the Warrior Sword here. Next turn, we want to go like combat tutorial, hope to find an untapped land, and then play the Scorpion Sentinel. Okay? They're just... Look, if they just play the blocking game as the Boros deck against the blue deck, it's already not going super well for you. But of course, I mean, they can obviously have good top-end stuff. I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, right? Like, you want to be the one overwhelming your opponent. Wow. Their deck is very, very strong, though. Gonna hope to draw a land here. Perfect. Let's attack for 5. Let's play Scorpion Sentinel. Just, you know, curving out the best that we can here. Uh-oh. I don't know what this does. First strike, trample, lifelink. What does this do? When lightning deals combat damage to a player, until your next turn, if a source would deal damage to that player, it deals double damage? Wow. Yes. Is that ridiculous? Absolutely. Target this, I guess. Oh, Thunder Magic. What a frickin' draw. Let's not have any shenanigans happen here. Let's attack. Okay. We have an Ice Magic here too, although I don't have any 4 spells matter effects right now. But we'll see what happens. If they have some like crazy all-in nonsense. But yeah, we're just going to bounce that token. Magitech Infantry, sure. Okay. Alright, we have land number 7, which is very, very good. So now we have a 5/5 and a 5/4. Let's attack. Like, no matter what, that's going to be a 2-for-1. So I'm happy about that, obviously. We'll play Wyvern. Let's call some Chocobos. Alright. Systematic dismantling in that one. They had a nice Boros aggro deck with Lightning, but we found a removal, and we are moving on up to Diamond 2. Very smooth run here this time around. Feeling very, very good about just overall our play and also the deck. And also the draws. Everything coming together perfectly in this draft. Alright. Going for the undefeated, of course we have to mulligan, but that's okay. We'll keep this hand, and guess I'll bottom a forest. Turn 1 Zach Fair. Uh-oh. Well, that is terrifying. Let's go green here. This would only be bad if I draw Emperor Palamecia. Ooh, 1 drop into 2 drop, and I don't have anything to play early. Okay. Yeah, this is not ideal. So. But you know what? I mean, this is, obviously can't happen. It's okay. Really amazing curve from the opponent. Just 1, 2, 3. I'll keep the suplex, obviously. I have a Shantoto here. 3 cards in hand. Ugh. I mean, I think just the highest upside play here is playing the Shantoto, but I don't feel good about it. That's where I'm at with this. Like, being able... If they don't have a removal spell, let's say they just have all creatures, then I can play a Warrior Sword next turn, draw a card. But, like, I'm also in a spot where I do have to block. Oh, Squall. Jesus. Okay. Well, this is gonna be tough to beat, friends. This is gonna be tough to beat. Holy cow. Alright, I mean, 4/3 draw a card is okay. Presumably Squall's gonna attack me now. We take 6? God. And they have a Zac to protect it too. Sephiroth's intervene. Okay. 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 Oh, and a Cecil. Okay. Don't have the double red. Alright, alright. You know what? I am okay losing to that draw. I am okay with it. That is a very good black-white deck that was on the play against our mulligan and slight stumble of a hand, and they got us. GG's. I like how they're telling me about Squall after I lost to him. Come on, man. Can you wait on this factoid, please? Alright, we are on the play here. Yep, this hand is much better. We got a 2-drop, a 3-drop, some card draw spells. I'm happy about this. Alright, Island. Swamp from the opponent. Oh, there's the Baron. Could have used that a turn previously. Or prior. Whatever. What you got for me? Hectize would be annoying. A removal spell I don't care about. Okay, Vane's Treachery, sure. Alright, Katana, let's go! Next turn we have Memories Returning lined up. But of course just kind of depends on what we draw. Please don't have cornered by black mages. Okay. Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum. Alright. Let's do this. Let's find some good cards. Whew. I'll take Shantoto. I'll also take Combat Tutorial if they want to give me that. I mean, they're blue-black, so they probably don't want to give me Combat Tutorial. Okay, I'll take a Flashback spell. Seems very good against blue-black. And then I'll just take whatever they give me here. A Crossroads Village, sure. My question is, like, do I play this out? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's like they're keeping up 1 billion mana, right? So is it even correct to play Shantoto against the Dimir opponent like this? I'm just gonna play the Call the Mountain Chocobo. Like, yeah, if they have Syncopate, it's annoying. But now let's play the Village for green. And pass. The reason why I'm doing this is, like, this still just, like, puts some pressure on them, right? And if they have removal spells, it's gonna feel pretty bad to target a Chocobo. Quistis Trape. Somebody told me it was trap. But somebody told me it's like crepe, because it's French. So I'm gonna believe them and say that it's trape. Oh, that was good. That was certainly good. Ultros. Ooh. They have 4 cards in hand? Alright, fine. I mean, now I just have like 2 things they need to kill. So I'm feeling better about this. Well, I don't feel good about that. Wow, surprised they didn't target the Ultros. Because now, like, this doesn't kill anything. I mean, it's still going to draw them cards, but... Alright, okay. I guess we drew Blazing Bomb, so let's play it. Let's freeze that one. Get more mountains. Pass. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This costs 9 mana. But when I do cast it, Ultros becomes ginormous. So that's always good. Actually, I might just want to kill this just because I don't use my bomb to kill the Odin. Just because, like I don't want them to draw 2 cards. This is kind of a controlling matchup. Although, wow, they do have Eden to actually get it back. So, man. Well, you know, at the very least, our deck is pretty decently set up against control decks. Marlborough is quite good. It's actually insanely good. They got my Gladiolus, too. Marlborough is... I love this card. Alright, we'll let them draw their cards, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana? Let's lead with Dreams of Laguna. Do I want Sahagin? Sure. Let's lock that down. I will keep Suplex. And... Alright, there are 14. Alright, you lose... We both lose 2 life. They have a bunch of cards, but my board's looking pretty annoying. It's a lot that they need to deal with. And if I cast Memories Return... If they don't kill Ultros, it's a problem. Okay. Man, my opponent is so smart. They killed my Ultros. Summon Shiva. Man, my opponent's so smart. I can kill the Shiva. Or, no, sorry. I can kill the Marlborough. I have 9 mana available to me. They're at 12. Let's just try to get their life total low here. Especially because I have a Sahagin in play. And I'm going to go with the Wyvern. Alright. They can freeze Blazing Bomb, I guess. The thing is, they're not really in a position to attack me at 7 life, so... And I can move the equipment around. Like, I have 2 evasive creatures here, potentially. Although I do have to be careful, like, how I attack, because they have the Shiva in play. Oh, they're going to draw 2 cards, too, because I have this thing that's tapped. I mean, granted, I have Blazing Bomb, so I can just blow up the Shiva. Just so they don't draw a bunch of cards, right? That seems okay. Okay. The most annoying part here is if they pass, right? That's the most annoying part. Ari Man, sure. Like passing with 4 mana up just indicates they have some kind of removal. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Given that this is a turn where I don't really want to attack, maybe I just kill the Ari Man. I mean, it does seem like an excellent time to just fire off Memories Returning, though. Like, it's just so much mana, right? Do I want Thunder Magic or Ice Magic? Let's go Ice Magic. Then we'll take the Sentinel, and then we'll get a land. Yep. We got a 6/6 Blazing Bomb, by the way. It's a 6/6 tramp. I don't even want to sacrifice it anymore. And how many cards do I have left? 11? Okay. I mean, this just unconditionally kills anything for 8 mana. We have 10 mana. I also have this. I can make a vehicle, too. Bold attack, sir. I'm sure there's... I mean, look. They've been playing well. I'm sure there is a very good reason for this. Ice Flawn. Man, my Blazing Bomb. Okay. Alright, let's suplex this. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So I just kind of want to play all my creatures, I think. So let's attack for 2 in the air. Let's play Emperor. Let's play the sword. Trigger our creatures. Let's play a 2 mana 4/4. Yeah, this is great. Like, we're just kind of overwhelming them now. Like, this was a really big turn. Like, this is so many angles of attack here that they need to answer. Now, granted, they do have 3 cards in hand, obviously, but just like, they're at 7, I have a Flyer, I have a 7/7 Trampler, I have this thing that can also threaten to kill them if I flip it, given, you know, I have what? Oh, I actually only have 1 spell in my graveyard? Okay. Anyways, I have the Ice Magic. I also have the Balam Garden that I can potentially flip. 4/4 is a really nice sizing here too. Like, I'm going to have 3 things with 4 power. It looks like they have Avenged Treachery. Although if they had that, they would have maybe wanted to kill my Emperor in response. So I don't know what they have here. Like, Ice Magic doesn't seem particularly good. Oh, Ice Magic there? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, 2 cards in hand for the opponent. Circle of Power. And Reno and Rude. Okay. I mean, this thing okay. Yeah. All right. And there you have it. We out basically, you know, we played against a lot of control decks, but out controlling all the other control decks, which we knew going in, that's what this deck would be capable of. And this deck just played out beautifully. Just like textbook blue-red spells slash control with lots of really powerful effects. We had the Shantoto, we had the Emperor, and we had the Ultros, right? Those are some of the really important signpost cards to play. Choco-Comet, big shout out to you. You were so big. You won us so many games. We killed our opponents for exactly lethal. We killed a Cactuar. We used it turn 3 to kill a 1 toughness creature. This card is amazing. Do not pass the Choco-Comet. Or Choco-Comet, I guess. But yeah, I mean, even the Scorpion Sentinels. I mean, if you think about it, blue-red is not the most aggressive deck, so just having a 2-mana 1/4 that acts as an incredible blocker early, and then as you kind of transition over into the late game, all of a sudden it becomes a 4/4. I actually think this card is very solid. So, I never take this early by any means, but if I don't have like a bunch of Sahagins and Ultroses or whatever to play on turn 2, this is probably the next best thing, honestly. Like, this thing just blocks really well. I was actually somewhat impressed by Blazing Bomb as well. Like, it just, it's cheap. It's really easy to play, right, early. And it is not hard to turn this just into a 2/2. And then all of a sudden, you're talking about a 1-mana 2/2, right? That just continues to grow. You just want all these things that care about four spells that cost 4 or more. Also working nicely with Combat Tutorial is a bonus too, just to turn your 1-mana creature into a shock if you absolutely need. Of course, outside of that, obviously the spell package was really strong. Memories Returning was decent, for sure. Like in that last game, we needed the flashback, and it was absolutely great. Typically, I wouldn't recommend splashing the Gladiolus, but given that we were a couple playable short, I think it was still fine, right? Like, I think there had that last game gone on for a little bit longer as well, like I think the Balam Garden would have been relevant, right? And that's the thing. It's like, yes, it didn't come into play, like it didn't matter, but I can imagine games where it would, and the cost is so low. You're playing a tap land with the potential to potentially win you the game because you flip this and all of a sudden you have a 5/4 flying vehicle that draws you a card when it attacks. So I think it was worth it in this deck. Obviously, if I just had more good spells to play, I would just play those. Like, honestly, I probably would have just played like over Blitzball and Gladiolus and this land package. If I had like a Sahagin and just like another like removal spell, I would have played those. But given that I didn't, I think it was fine for us to do. And this is certainly an instance where like randomly taking this or speculating on this ended up paying off for us, because we were a little bit short on playables that I was happy with. But I do think, blue-red might just be the best thing here. It's really important that you pick up the signpost cards, though. The signpost uncommons are all fantastic. The Emperor won us a game. Ultros won us many games. Shantoto also fantastic. Like, all these cards are really, really good. And I think Izzet might have the best mix of signpost uncommons if you compare it to some of the other cards. Now, the absolute best signpost uncommon is Cover of Darkness by far. But the thing is, the other Golgari uncommon is a 3-mana 3/3 that gains you 3 life when it enters play, right? That's so much worse when you compare it to like Shantoto plus the Emperor, which are both great. And then if you just also look at the Ultros, there's just so many other good uncommons. Like, I think blue-red just kills everybody else when it comes to like premium uncommons. And that's why I think it works so well together. But it's important, again, that archetype is open, because I don't think you can make a decent blue-red deck with just commons. So just be mindful of that. You just need to make sure you pick up a handful of those. But this deck played out really, really smoothly. Very, very happy with this. Pretty convincing 7-1. I think this is, going into the Pro Tour, I would definitely be very, very happy drafting blue-red. Like, I would... Shantoto is the type of card I would probably be happy just first picking, because it's in an archetype that I think is extremely strong if you have cards like the Shantoto. So I think a lot of my success has come from either like blue-based, like blue-red decks and or white aggressive decks. I think those are the decks that I've been doing well with. Honestly, I have been actually struggling a little bit with the green decks. They seem to perform well. I haven't cracked the code yet for it, though. Like the Golgari graveyard decks, like I don't think I have a trophy with it yet. I'm going to need to watch maybe some other streamers to get a sense for how those decks play out. But I have been having a ton of fun drafting these blue decks and also doing pretty well with the white aggro decks. But there you have it, folks. I think this is trophy number, let me take a look. Trophy number 4. And we definitely needed this because our win rate was not very, very high so far in this format. We're kind of hovering around the low 60s, which is a little bit below where I normally am, especially Tarkir Dragonstorm. I was hanging out in the upper 60s for most of it, but of course, you know, there's some variance and some figuring things out, but hopefully within the next few drafts, I can get it back at least into the mid 60s, into a more respectable spot. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. You want to buy some collector booster boxes of Final Fantasy, regular booster boxes, or some singles for your standard Modern Pioneer or Commander decks, go to tcgplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, check out heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. You need deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, everything you need for your next regional championship, your FNM, or MagicCon Las Vegas. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon to get 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.